Boxing King Media in association with Boxrow, here with the legend Barry McGuigan. Barry, we've just seen a few of your fighters out today at your call. Let's talk about them. First of all, Caroline Dubois putting in a convincing performance against a very tough opponent.
Yeah, number 1 in the world, number 3 in the world, this girl. Fought the Olympic gold medalist Estelle Mazzelli. She should have got the fight. It was a split decision. And Caroline beat the living daylights at her, dropped her, had her gone at least 3 times. So that was an absolutely magnificent performance, and we're very excited about it. You need to have people who can stand up and take a bit of stick. You need to, when you're testing yourself and you're blowing out your backside and you're thinking, I've got 3 more rounds to do. That's really important. And then fighting in like a sauna, which is effectively what your call was tonight, it was a magnificent performance. You could not have asked for better. So I'm looking forward to Boxing News's report on that. I'm sure they'll be absolutely enthralled with that performance. It was spectacular.
A lot of people are expecting Caroline to take the torch of female boxing and run away with it. A lot of people are talking about how outstanding she has been. But how long do you reckon it's going to be before we see her fighting for the big titles? I
don't think long. I think she's ready to fight for a title very soon. That girl, as I said, is teak tough. Honest to God, she has a remarkable chin. But she was dropped and badly buzzed at least 5 times. And with body shots, and this kid's only having her 7th professional fight, so she's coming on in leaps and bounds. She got a bit excited tonight. She went and she could have been a little bit neater with the combinations, and she missed the target a few times, so she could have sat down a little bit more. But that comes with experience, and that comes with fights like that. That's what she needs. So I was very excited about it, delighted with the performance. It was a thrilling performance, and again, Hassan was magnificent. Obviously, you've got to look at opponents, and it was a fairly easy opponent, but the way he finished it was spectacular. A combination of right hands, right uppercut, right hook, and then finishing with that turning down right hand was great too. So the gym is flying. We've got a bunch of amazingly talented young people, and they're getting better and better and better, so we couldn't be happier.
I'd say you don't get paid for overtime in boxing, so I think Hassan did what he needs to do. I do want to sort of move on and talk about a fight that's been made in the world of boxing in Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. A fight that a lot of people have been looking forward for years. Finally it's here in a month's time. What do you make of that fight? Who do you see winning that fight?
It's a great fight. It's a very difficult fight to pick a winner in. Got to give Crawford the edge so far because his punch precision is so good. He hits the target so well. Spence has had a bad accident. He's had some time out, and so I would make Crawford a slight favourite. But Spence is a great fighter, and so that's the sort of fights the boxing fraternity needs. So it's a great event. It's a Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard fight in 1983. That's the sort of fight we're having again here, which is spectacular, and it's great. And again, as I say, I'm in the balances at this stage. I would make Crawford a slight favourite, but things can change in the preparation and the build-up.
In regards to fights that the boxing fraternity needs, it looks like Anthony Joshua will be fighting in December in Saudi Arabia. Deontay Wilder is the opponent. First of all, just off the cuff, what do you make of that fight?
Oh, it's a great fight, dangerous fight for Anthony. If I were managing him, I wouldn't be taking that fight simply because Wilder is, as long as he's on his feet, he's very dangerous. But I like and I appreciate the fact that he's willing to take that risk. But it's a risky fight. It's a dangerous fight, but it's one he can win. And he's fragile enough. Wilder, he's been dropped and hurt by Tyson Fury, and in my mind, in my estimation. Joshua punches much harder than him. Single punch power, he punches harder. So I would make him a favourite in the fight, but it's dangerous because of Wilder's wildness and his power. And it's a great fight. It's a great fight.
Final 2 from myself. In regards to AJ, it looks like a Dillian White fight might be happening in August 12th, but Eddie Hearn saying, listen, Dillian White's not accepting offers, maybe he's feeling like he's getting lowballed. Or what do you make of Dillian White at this time? Do you feel like he needs to just push himself?
Pointless exercise. Why would he fight him? He doesn't need to. The Wilder fight is a potential. A keg of explosives. Is very dangerous. So that's a fight that we would watch. Joshua against Derek or Dillian is just really. It's not a fight that I would want to watch, and I'm sure the British public wouldn't want to watch it either.
What do you make of Tyson Fury still not having a fight, still not having an opponent? A lot of people are saying he's pricing himself out of fight as well.
Yeah, I mean, you're hearing about this Saudi Arabia stuff, and it's going to be a round robin tournament. And quite honestly, it's been talked about so much. Can we finish and just say I'm not interested in talking about it anymore? So until it happens, we just let it happen.
Found one for myself. Obviously, someone that you guys brought up through the ranks and was part of the McGuigan camp just until recently. Josh Taylor fought out in America the week against Teofimo Lopez. Came up short. What did you make of his performance, if you had a chance to see it?
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it the day after the fight. He wasn't quick enough. He wasn't being beaten to the punch. He was been hurt several times. I think at 140 he's running out of time. I don't think he can win the title again at 140. I mean, he held it. I thought Catchell beat him convincingly, but I thought Teofimo exposed that he's a little bit more fragile than he used to be. Whether that the fact that he's boiling his body down to 140 again, maybe he should take a shot at 147. But they're much bigger and they're much stronger and they're much better in that weight division. So. He's got a chance of coming back. Of course he has. He's a great fighter, and I hope that he does come back and make the right decision. But I don't think he beats Lopez again, and I'm not even sure if he beats Prograis again.
Barry, it's a pleasure always talking to yourself. Thank you so much for talking to Boxing King Media. Thank you.